It's your boy Alphamediaroom back with another one. Yo, we got Joe Budden, you know what I'm saying? Basically talking about the Kendrick Lamar and how he's in the lead and basically how he basically ethered Drake. So let's basically get into the reaction.
But we going up right now.
Like, you're right.
We going up right now.
I do.
Who's your prize picking the beef? Don't tell me about no sports. Who's your prize picking the beef?
nigga. Yeah, that's how you do it, nigga.
God damn.
I'm enjoying both sides, but I got Kendrick up.
The boogeyman.
Taylor Made was great to me. Push-ups was cool. Like that was amazing.
That's why I still have Kendrick up.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think it's the reverse. Actually, I think Kendrick made the two better songs. Like Drake is the song guy.
Yeah.
I think Kendrick made the two better songs.
I
Them
was
beats are
songing the
amazing.
song guys.
Huh?
I was songing the song guys.
No, I'm saying
impressive.
Way impressive.
I said it before. It feels like Kendrick stay scheming Drake with a diss record feature verse that you are going to hear everywhere, no matter what. Like that record is really that. You can't run from it. Like that is still the reason why I got it.
I really don't even see how the Drake stands could have him up, judging by the product.
You can't. They got him up because Kendrick didn't respond. That's why. So they were playing a clock game. Yo, you took the jab out here with the record,
Ain't no shot
and
clock.
nothing. Yeah,
And
why.
what the power jab does is put all pressure back on the opponent to deliver upon whatever you said.
Yes.
I'm going to hit harder than whatever that shit is you did, and hard enough to where I can stand in this and be prepared for what's to come. So y'all are right. Drake said all that. Yo, I got some shit. I'm waiting. Pop out. Boogeyman, where you at? I'm looking. He popped out.
Yeah, and that's crazy. It's crazy that the whole time Kendrick was sitting there stayed scheming, like, Ice said, and he basically dropped the like that the whole time he was sitting there watching Drake do these foolish moves. And once I believe Drake did the AI with Tupac, that's when he was like, no, I got to drop next week. I got to drop now. I got to drop as soon as possible because he out here disrespecting the legend, the icon. So he basically, even the fact that he rebutted that in his song, like making a Canadian dude making Pac turn in his grave, it's nothing you could tell me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk on no Selly. Like he basically he talked to both of them, but he was really aiming at Drake 100%. He didn't like the way he walked, the way that he talked, the way that he dressed. He don't like nothing about him, the way that he even sneaked this. He literally walked him down as basically an artist. And if you look at it right now, statistically, Drake fans always like to bring up the statistics and who's doing better and number wise and all that stuff. Well, how about the fact that Like That is number one and Euphoria is number one, and they both had the highest selling and streaming numbers of any rap song in 2024, and Drake dropped push-ups and all of this other stuff.
It's so much that he's saying he's going to get back to. There's a line of lines that we don't know about that he keeps saying, I'm going to get back to. Not even the pacifier line, which is really creative, but
The back-to-back
right here.
Why would I call it like that record? For what? You like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record.
What is there to get back
Somebody
to?
might
Back to back?
have wrote it. Somebody might have wrote that.
Dog, if he about to just start spilling all Drake tea, I think Drake should abort.
Now, let me ask you a question, Joe.
And I'll change my mind if Drake start winning.
If
Drake start winning, I'm jumping on the Drake side of this.
if somebody wrote back-to-back, does it take off the sting and the
Yes.
effect of back-to-back? It
Yes,
does.
1,000%.
Absolutely.
Wow.
The damage is already done, but
It still it throws asterisks up there.
yeah.
It's like how they go find out somebody was juicing or something, and now you did hit the home run record, but
Even though I don't think somebody else wrote back
I don't
to back.
think.
But this is that's odd.
I don't mean
That wasn't your beef. That was Meek's. That was what is there to get back to about that?
Never know.
And it's so old. Why would that be relevant right
gotta
now?
go
You know,
listen-
you never know. With
we
me,
gotta
nigga.
listen
I'm
back
deep
to
to analyze. I'm deep diving in this when I get on.
You know the whole back-to-back record by heart? You remember it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that whole record bar.
Facts.
That was one of the greatest times in fucking the history of rap beef and the history of Twitter
And Melody.
and Melody. Oh my! I don't want to hear about this ever again. He's so sassy. How you tell a rapper that? Listen, dog. I never want to hear this topic from you again. Not even when you tell him that we better as friends. And then she told him that. They broke up after that.
Literally, that was facts. Back to Back was definitely a monumental song at that moment. Drake literally cleared out Meek Mill. It was literally insane. It was like an ISO, and he went insane. That's the only thing I'm gonna give him props for. But now the asterisk of that song is basically what Kendrick alluded to. Let's get back to that for the record. You know what I'm saying? So what does that mean? What does that mean? And if that means that Drake biggest this song response back to back, if that was written by someone, do you understand what that would do to him all time? It'll plummet him because back to back is what sent him to the top in terms of the rap. To me, at that moment, that's when we put him at the top. Like that's when we was like, all right, this dude is the best. I mean, he's competing with a street Philly artist, and we all sitting there have respect for before all this no Diddy stuff. You know what I'm saying? We all sat here and respect Meek Mill. And then a whole bunch of stuff happened after that. He went downhill, fumbled the baddest one in the game. He could have even made an album where he could have done so much with Nicki Minaj. To me, that's the biggest L. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're a rapper and you dated Nicki Minaj, like, you know how much you could have benefited from that? Like, for real, that's the biggest L to me ever. But let's keep it going.
No, you can't say what she meant when she told you.
I want to see Drake be that guy when the opponent is competent. I want to see you still be. That's one of my biggest beefs with Drake is that people like me, no matter what they say about Drake, no matter what rumor they throw out there, we believe that Drake is that. So when that shows up, I still want to see you do that. I don't want to see you just pick on inferior talent. Like, Kendrick is formidable. You can't.
So only time will tell.
Yeah, but enough time has passed. I got about a month. What is it? We got a month of this. A month and a half if we going from when like that first drop. It should be going toward a month and a half now. That's enough of a small sample size to say that if this continues to go this way, I think the purists, at least, that needed more evidence may look at Drake a little different. I don't know if it does anything for the target people and for this main audience in the long. They won't change their mind. But this is going to be a stain. The same way he tried to back out.
Yet. Let me ask you. It is. Let me ask you.
If it continues this
even
way.
if it don't, because I think that, especially people that call themselves like purists, they don't really want to like Drake. You get what I'm saying? So I think even if it's 50-50, I think if Drake and Kendrick tie, niggas still gonna be on that side like, no, he got smoked. Because they don't really want to. A lot of old head niggas don't want to like him. A lot of people in general that are quote unquote hip hop heads, they don't want to really like Drake.
That's changed over time though. That's not as relevant as it was at the beginning. And
I think when he was smoking shit, you ain't have no choice. I think the last couple Drake albums have been subpar by his own bar. So now they like, see, that's what I think. So now Kendrick come out with this shit. I think the hip hop niggas going definitely rock with Kendrick.
I think the part that we overlooking is we don't know what Drake is going to say next.
That is true.
And that part is
and
very important.
And I think
the way he talking,
I think he got some guns too.
No, I think he talking like he got a bazooka.
True.
And I've been waiting to fire this bazooka for a long time.
That's what I think.
And I'm not going to jump the gun. I'm going to do this the right way. I want to hear what you got first, but I'm on your ass. Because that's all he's been saying.
Sure.
Even with the AI shit, with the trolling shit.
And I'm egging you to drop.
On your ass. He's so confident in whatever he got.
I agree, Wise.
That I think he's laughing at this record.
And I'm egging you on. I'm egging you
Drake
on.
ain't laughing at this
I
record.
think he's laughing at this record.
No
I
way.
think he's laughing at this record.
And I like this song.
I love this, but I think Drake is laughing at this record because to be as confident as you are, he didn't shoot nowhere. He didn't
He ain't say nothing. It was good rapping, dope ass.
All of that. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to it.
He said a lot. No, hold on. Wait. He said a lot.
I don't know what
he said a lot. He said mad shit.
The last verse, he said
There's a lot of threatening in there. Be
Nah,
clear.
he said
he said
There's a
man.
lot in here that you have to acknowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking
This
about.
ain't one of those. I'm not doing that. Y'all could think that. This ain't one of those. I said Kendrick might be laughing when push-ups drop.
Yes.
There was some funny shit in there.
I agree.
Nothing is funny in here.
I'm talking about laughing in terms of, oh, that's what you say.
Hell no.
But this ain't a spill the tea record to me.
You said
Oh no,
it is or
the
it's
T
not.
record is coming.
Yeah, this is not a spill the tea record.
I agree.
I agree.
This is just,
I
I don't like you, dog.
This is just,
Yes.
So
this is
what?
just boiling the water.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So what is it for Drake to really, really feel about?
I hate when y'all do that.
I don't think he's.
What? Have a difference in opinion than you?
No.
I don't think Drake is scared right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's shivering in his boots over it. I like this song. Me, the quote unquote anti Kendrick nigga. This is a fire song. I'm listening to everything he say. I'm a lyric. I like words. That last verse, he went crazy. But I don't think that's enough to make
I'm saying I
Drake
hate when
shiver.
y'all do not have a different opinion, but I hate when y'all give it out before it's warranted.
I didn't.
When Like That came out, that was a popular sentiment among Drake fans. Like, oh, what did he got to reply to? He barely said his name. People are talking now. Make it direct. That was said. Since Like That, Drake fans keep trying to make it sound like there's nothing to acknowledge. And now with this, I bet I could open my phone and they're doing the same thing. I'm not. But I'm sure that they're doing that. So I ain't about to do that. Now that nigga got to come outside.
I'm not. No.
That nigga got to come outside.
You misunderstand.
But I think he got a coat on ready to go outside.
He was waiting to come outside.
Y'all keep saying that because he has presented those optics.
I'm taking it.
It's easy to. I'm saying we're not debating.
responding.
It's easy to present that optic
When
when I think a nigga's tucked away in his cubby hole. Clearly, whatever intel Drake got ain't all the way right. If he keeps saying, "Hey, whatever record you got for 4 years ago, drop that shit," I'm waiting. Hey, nigga, that nigga was in the studio in real time writing. He ain't trying to drop nothing. No. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's easy to make it look like that when you think somebody's in the cubby hole. And now that somebody is out, prepared, active for a fight. Hey, if a nigga call you outside to fight and you go outside and that nigga got the Batman belt on full of tools and shit and gadgets, you gonna rethink the fight.
Yeah,
The point that you make.
Y'all keep saying y'all think Drake got his coat on. Or
he outside.
No, he ain't.
How? I'm egging you on for the last 3
I've
weeks.
been standing
I've dropped
outside your house.
to your one.
Say,
I've dropped 2 replies. I'm outside. If you come outside and beat me up, cool. But I'm standing outside in front of your house.
I comprehend what you're saying.
He outside.
I'm saying it's easy to be outside when niggas ain't outside. When I went to Rand Block, Rand wasn't outside.
Dog, if I'm standing in front of your house,
He
telling
didn't
you to come
leave
out,
his
he didn't
house.
leave, Joe.
He's still
Stop.
standing here
Yeah,
saying,
yeah, yeah.
I'm outside.
Yes.
Yo, I'm antagonizing you. I'm daring you to come outside. Now, you still got to come outside and show up. He did that. I'm not knocking nothing.
And I'm not saying
knocking
Drake, this is a dope ass song. I
And
like
a lot
this
of
song.
things on this record, he addressed the shit that Drake said about him.
He did.
Extortion shit. He addressed the
He
shit with
did.
the. And I thought that was fly, nigga. You try to 8 Mile me, nigga. 8 Mile myself.
Don't tell me you outside while I'm not outside.
I'm telling you, I'm
I'm
outside.
telling you, come
outside.
outside.
There was a lot of battles like that.
Fight, come outside.
There was a lot of battles when a nigga went to the park at 3 o'clock and nobody was at the fucking park and he took the recording. I'm at the park. Nigga, no. Now I'm outside.
Yeah, y'all sound like with Takashi with the fucking O Block. And fucking
no, we don't. No, we don't.
I sound like a Rockefeller on the radio
no,
at Hot 97, and y'all knew where the fuck they was at, and y'all didn't
All
come.
right, listen.
Hold on,
That's
wait,
what I'm
hold on.
talking
Niggas got
about.
their shot in their ass and some shit like that.
Bro, can we at least take turns with our jokes and insults? Because I want to hear all of them.
Cool.
And I feel like mine was great enough to not be stepped on immediately. Back to my Takashi.
It's the Rock.
I smoked that shit. Then they started yelling. They just
No, what I'm telling
Rockefeller.
No, yo, I'm telling you, dog. Y'all saying it like this nigga want. You said, yo, how you gonna come outside when nobody else is outside? I'm standing outside telling you come outside.
No. I don't listen to
You
me.
in the house
Listen to
taking
me.
a shower.
Listen to me, so you're not. All I'm saying to you is, by my clock, outside starts now. I don't give a fuck about that gesturing he was doing while Kendrick was tucked away somewhere. I don't care about that. That was a
Let me ask you a
ploy.
question.
Joe, can I?
And that was the last clip and play for y'all. Basically, I agree with Joe. And the reason why, because a lot of people don't understand why. A lot of times I'll be agreeing with Joe, specifically with this rap beef. I've been agreeing a lot because of the fact of what he's saying. He's saying the beef did not start until 2 people drop songs. That's what people don't even realize about beefs. People think that the beef started with Like That. No, the beef started when Drake responded. That was when the beef started. Then, statistically, now the other artist, the opponent is supposed to drop a diss. Now it's 1-1 between Push-Ups and Euphoria. Now we can decide who won. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. And I think that's kind of what Joe was trying to explain. So now when it comes to being outside, yes, he dropped 2 songs or whatever, but in terms of when the person is outside, it starts right now. Now Kendrick is outside. Now when Drake reply, if he does, within the time limit that he replies in, Kendrick will reply again, and it'll probably be even quicker because now I'm ready. Now this is the war. That's what you guys got to understand, especially when it comes to diss songs and all this stuff. That's how it worked. The calling out, the first person that called him out was Kendrick. Kendrick called them out. Since y'all want to say Big 3, I went to Future and Metro Boomin. We worked together. Boom. We made one of the biggest songs, if not the biggest song of the year. Like that is probably the biggest song of the year, next to Carnival and stuff like that. So you have that happening. Now he comes outside. Drake responds to the Like That record. Now the beef starts. Now Drake took it an extra further with trolling him with the AI. So now Kendrick, and you gotta understand what Drake said in Push-Ups. You probably over there in your New York apartment doing lyrical gymnastics and stuff. All right, boom, you got a song for 4 years, let it drop. That's not the song he dropped. But you could tell that's not the song he dropped based off of the fact of how current every bar was and how relevant every bar was. That shows me that Kendrick is an elite, and I mean elite writer and an elite performer, because the way he performed it, rocking him to sleep in the beginning, basically walking him down like, man, I'm very disappointed and this is who you are. You're the greatest actor. Breaking him down. Then once the shoe and all of the energy and everything starts picking up, now that's the song. You guys got to understand, what he did was literally genius, because not only did he attack every single thing that he said in this song, and I think in First Person Shooter as well, he even talked about the pacifying when I'm talking about the fact that Drake has been with Millie Bobby Brown for however long, right? Or the fact that Drake has been with Lotto's little sister, just 21 years old, dating her. 37 years old, going on a date with a 21-year-old, right? Mind you, he was just with Amari Bailey's mother, who was in high school at the time, and he was at a high school games watching high schoolers play while dating the player's mom. All right, then whatever happened to that, I don't know. We don't know. But either way, he's always around children, right? We noticed that. Euphoria is also a produced movie or show, whatever that show is called. I think it's a show, right? And he produced that, right? That's all about young stuff. So when he say, I make music that electrify him, you make music that pacify him, that's literally him breaking him down, basically exposing him for those allegations. That's something that's current. That's something that's very, like, you know what I'm saying? Everything he even did when it comes to you was signed to that dude, to sign to that dude, to sign to that dude. You was signed to all these dudes, right? But then that's the dude that said he was signed to that dude. Like, what? So who's the one talking about extortion? You're talking about split. So everything he talked about in push-ups, he replied to in Euphoria. This wasn't no old outdated song. Drake has to sit there, and now we have to test Drake pen and see, can he out rap someone who just talked about everything you said in a song? Can you do the same thing? That's why I have Kendrick up, because Kendrick Euphoria hit way harder than push-ups. Not only did it come out properly, because we have to take away points from Drake dropping it as a leak or it being leaked out in poor quality, and then him dropping it with a new beat and all of this stuff like that. Once you start fumbling your disses, oh no, you definitely took a L. But people just was so excited the fact that you responded, and then after that they want to put a clock on Kendrick, but they don't even realize that the beef started when you responded, not with Like That record. So you guys gotta understand. That's how deep this is. This is a whole entire psychological warfare, psychological beef. This is a beef to me that is prominent and dominant. And I look at it as in 3 different levels. I look at it as a hip hop artist or hip hop fan, and I look at it as a historical and then a systematical beef, because this is like, it's a system that's behind Drake. It's the same reason why Kanye or Ye called out Drake and like really tried to take him out first. And then Kanye or Ye was underneath the railroad and all this stuff like that, talking about, oh, Drake is after me, talking about so much stuff. Think about that. He was very, like, you could tell, paranoid about something, because he knows Drake got something over there, right? It's like this thing. I don't know. We don't know if there's a company behind him or cease and desist, because he be sending cease and desists. So he be trying to send the police after people. So you don't know what goes on. So when it comes to how Kendrick Lamar replied, to me, he replied very cerebral, and he broke him down. I always say that I was going to laugh for 45 minutes if he did the ether to Drake, but I came in there and I was talking for like an hour about how amazing that record was, because to me, it deserves its praise, because it's not something that I was low-key expecting, like an old, exactly what Drake said, an old song that was already ready to go. But no, the dude has also allegedly a 12-minute version of Euphoria. I want to hear that. I know other people who have a low attention span and, they think like a squirrel, and, they just see a nut and then see a nut and that's it. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? But all those people who have low attention span, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the people who really can have patience and really understands, food, or, you know what I'm saying, how you eat it, take your time with it, you know what I'm saying, chew it, enjoy it. That's how music used to be back in the day, 7 to 12 minute songs. All of Michael Jackson's songs was damn near 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 8 minutes. So you guys understand, that's how music used to be. And they took it away. Now you got Kendrick Lamar dropping 6 minutes and 23 seconds of pure gold music, to where now the listener has to sit there and dissect the lyricism again. This is the heartbeat of hip hop. This is what hip hop is all about. It's all about lyricism. It's all about paying attention to what the artist and how they're vocally projecting it, how they flowing, the different flows that they use. The fact that he even said, remember, a top, like he was basically talking about the worst behavior. Like, remember, never loved us, never loved us. I'm on my worst behaviors. And then at the same time, talking about his dad. And his dad was in the song of that worst behavior. So it's so many little nuances that Kendrick did. Even some of the flows, it really did feel like he was rapping on First Person Shooter. One of the flows is like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? He really like came at them, no Diddy, like in an insane way. Like he really broke them down to me surgically. He like used the sword so well lyrically, to where people reacted mixed emotions, right? But you gotta understand, the people like Mace and Cameron and all these other people, you gotta understand, those people, and even Gilly, those people, or Gilly the Kid, however you say, those people are funded by Drake somewhere, somehow, some way. Those people are deep down, have connects to where Drake might have fed them, or gave them food, or gave them some type of like admiration, because Drake be loving people and giving serenades to people on stage. So we can just imagine what he do behind the scenes. So when Drake already had shout out Dipset and all this other stuff, he's really already been, meat riding, so to say, or so to speak, basically all these other legends, right? So technically by this time, some people respect him. The people who don't were gone. Like DMX didn't like Drake. DMX was like, I hate the way that you walk, I hate the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress. Just like Kendrick Lamar said. That's why I don't know people realize that line was really a DMX line. It was really like how when DMX was on the interview, he was saying that about Drake. So he's basically saying the legends didn't even respect you. And I don't respect you. Same way. But people won't pick up on all these nuances. Even the fact of how he said, we don't want to hear you say nigga no more, right? He was basically alluding to the same song. We don't want to hear that we no more. Like that's basically Kanye. You guys gotta understand. So that's why I understand why Kanye did his interview with Justin LeBoy. And he was like, yo, Kendrick is him. Kendrick is him. Because I feel like Kendrick really gave him a good boost. Because people don't even realize that flow right there is a Kanye, a Ye flow. So you guys understand everything he did in that song was so many different flows. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so good. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna hold y'all. It's amazing. The more and more you listen to it, the more and more you understand every bar that he's saying, the more and more you digest the lyricism, right? Because he's even talking about Chubbs. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all really not like that. Like, you want to talk about my family, Cruddy? You know what I'm saying? It can get real deep. You know what I'm saying? People don't even realize he even got the Hong Kong place sold out, giving the best reviews, and people basically reciting the same stuff that he said in the song. Man, that was legitimately the best song of the year next to Like That. Like rap, we're talking about pure rap. He out rapped Drake. I don't care what nobody tell me. Drake push-ups was not on that level. It didn't give me lyricism. Everybody was talking about shut up, Metro Boomin, make some drums. That's so whack. That's whack. That's whack. That's so whack compared to I be at New Hong Kong eating rice with a dip sauce and a black meat cruddy. Like, bro, what? The fact that he can even do that, like, switch it up and then talk about he got language barriers, so there's no accents you can sell me. You ain't Cole. Cole and Aubrey know. There's no accents they can sell me. You know what I'm saying? I'm selfish. My crown is heavy. Like, the crown on him is heavy, bro. He's always worn a crown. That's why people want to sit there and try to ridicule him for having the Jesus outfits on. Everybody who feel that way should be able to feel that way and able to represent and what inspires them. Just like how y'all go out there and wear costumes for Halloween of dead people, and stuff like that, which is actually a demonic ritual. But y'all want to sit there and talk about some dude sitting there just having on a crown of thorns. So you guys don't understand. That's messed up. It's a double standard in the world. When you got a white man out here portraying themselves as a black Jesus, you know what I'm saying, which is originally a black man, but they're portraying themselves as a white man. So that's really cultural appropriating the people who got the movies all about Jesus, his discography and his autobiography. Right? You guys gotta understand. This programming gets real deep. So that's what the Drake fans want to attack Kendrick on, right? They want to attack Kendrick on the fact that he's basically been doing they have nothing on Kendrick to me, but they keep finding weird stuff that's like it's so irrelevant. Meanwhile, you got someone who did blackface, someone who sat there and said the N-word with the R, his videos. Y'all gotta go find them because you gotta go find them on Twitter because they're not gonna show y'all nowhere else because they take it down and everywhere else you post it. So you guys understand there's so much stuff about Drake that's already out there. The being slapped on or being peed on by Diddy or T.I.'s bodyguard or something. Something weird is always happening with that dude, man. Something zesty too. You know what I'm saying? So you guys got to understand what Kendrick did was an immaculate performance, immaculate vocal projection, immaculate lyricism at the top level. That's why Joe deep down inside know that Kendrick cleared him, like absolutely cleared him. But Joe has to give Drake a little favor to see what Drake is going to respond with. But if Drake responds with some boo-boo, I expect Joe to keep it 100 in a bean that Kendrick is ethering him, like blowing him out the water. You know what I'm saying? But either way, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It's being your boy Alphamediaroom back with another one. You know what I'm saying? As we get more information or more videos, then we'll do more and more reactions to them. You know what I'm saying? But right now, let me know how you feel about the state of hip hop. Let me know how you feel about Kendrick Lamar this. Let me know about who you think is winning right now. I know a lot of y'all Drake fans is mad. You already hate me for my last time talking about Drake and exposing him, right? But now look at me now. I got the last laugh. I got the last laugh.